Hello students, I am Mohammad Asim. Students, in last lecture I started NUST University exam past papers. So today we are doing some more questions from past papers. Let's have a look question number 21. In last lecture we did 20 questions. Today we are going to start from question number 21. So question number 21 is, if A is any matrix, then its additive inverse is what? 4 options. You know students, as I told you in last lecture, I didn't write all 4 options. I just write correct option and giving the complete explanation of each and every MCQs. So solution of 21 is, if A is any matrix, then its additive inverse is what? Let's suppose if we have a matrix A, 1, minus 2, 3, 5. Then additive inverse means add in this matrix some numbers so that we get a null matrix. Null matrix means we have to see, instead of 1, minus 2, 3, 5, we have to see 0, 0, 0, 0. So how we achieve this target? We just change the signs of all the elements in the matrix. 1 changes to minus 1, minus 2 changes to 2, 3 changes to minus 3, and 5 changes to minus 5. Now if you add these two, 1 minus 1, you will get 0. This is your target. Minus 2 plus 2, 0. 3 minus 3, 0. 5 minus 5, 0. So this is our target. So how to achieve this target? Just opposite the signs of the given elements. Just change the signs of the elements. So it means if this one is A, this should equals to minus A. So the correct option is additive inverse is minus A. D part. D option. The correct answer is minus A. And this is the concept of MCQ number 21. Now let's have a look MCQ number 22. 22 is, if A and B are non-singular matrices. A and B are non-singular matrices. Non-singular matrix means if determinant is not 0. If we have a matrix and its determinant is not 0, then the matrix is called non-singular matrix. So the question is, if A and B are non-singular matrices, then A B inverse is what? If you see minus power in the matrix, you have to call this inverse. So A B power minus 1 means A B inverse. A B inverse is not equals to A inverse B inverse, because this is not the property. A B whole inverse is always equals to B inverse multiplied by A inverse. Okay students, so you must keep in your mind, if you have 2 matrices or 3 matrices and you find the inverse of 2 or 3 matrices, so you start from the last one. First you have to write B inverse, then A inverse. Hope you understand. So the correct option is option number D, B inverse A inverse. Now see 23, MCQs number 23. Transpose of a 0 matrix is dash. Very easy. Let's suppose you have a 0 matrix, means all the elements are 0. So if you have, for example, this matrix, 0 matrix, or you call a null matrix, then if you find the transpose of this matrix, transpose means change column into rows and rows into column. So this is 0, 0. This becomes this 0, 0, and this 0, 0 row number 2 becomes column number 2. But is there any change after write the transpose of 0 matrix? No change. Therefore the answer is transpose of a 0 matrix is dash. Correct option is B, 0 matrix. Hope you understand. Now second, 24. 24 is roots of the equation x square minus 7x plus 10 is equals to 0. Student, roots mean the solution. or simply you can say the values of x. So this is a quadratic equation. A quadratic equation is the equation in which the highest power of the given variable is 2. It means if we have a quadratic equation, so we must have 2 solutions. If we have a cubical equation, we must have 3 solutions, and so on. So this is a quadratic equation. How to solve quadratic equation? There are so many methods. Method number 1 is factorization. We call a middle term break method. Method number 2 is method of completing square. Method number 3 is by using a quadratic formula. And method number 4 is by using a graph. But you know, among all the 4 methods, we first try to apply middle term break method. If we succeed to get the answer with the help of a middle term method, it means we are able to get the answer as soon as possible. Look at this. Multiply this number by 1. 10 ones are 10. Now how to get 7? We need 5 into 2, because 5 2s are 10 and minus 5 minus 2 is minus 7. So this is x squared. It becomes minus 5x minus 2x plus 10 is equals to 0. First 2 and last 2. What is the common in first 2? X. X minus 5. Take minus 2 outside. Minus minus plus. X minus plus minus 5 is equals to 0. If these two brackets are same, it means your factorization is 100% correct. This is x minus 5, this is x minus 5. So write x minus 5 and x minus 2 is equals to 0. This implies that x minus 5 is equals to 0 and x minus 2 is equals to 0. X is equals to 5, x is equals to 2. So the roots of this equation is 5 and 2 or 2 and 5. Roots of the equation of this are, correct option is C, 2 comma 5 or 5 comma 2, no difference. So I hope you understand, but some students feel comfort to apply quadratic formula. No matter, you can apply, go ahead. MCQ number 25. The root of the equation ax square plus bx plus c is equals to 0 are real if, you know student, how to find the nature of root. We have to find the nature of root by using discriminant property. What is discriminant? B square minus 4ac. If b square minus 4ac is equals to 0, then the roots are equal. If b square minus 4ac is greater than 0 or positive, something which is greater than 0, it means it is positive, then the roots are real and unequal. If b square minus 4ac is less than 0 means the negative value. If the roots are negative, then the answer is complex or imaginary. You have to write imaginary and unequal. And finally, if b square minus 4ac is perfect square. Perfect square means a number which have a square root is a whole number. For example, 49. 49 is a perfect square because the 49 root is 7. Similarly, 100 is a perfect square because the 100 root is 10 and so on. So these are 4 properties of discriminant. Now see our question. The root of the equations are real if this. So the roots of equation are real if discriminant b square minus 4ac is greater than 0. Therefore, the correct option is C. B square minus 4ac is greater than 0. But you must know all 4 properties of discriminant. So this is MCQ number 25. Now see MCQ number 26. Root of the equations x square plus 5x minus 1 is equals to 0. Again you are seeing a quadratic equation. How to solve quadratic equation? Again we have 4 methods. One is factorization, but students, And this equation cannot be solved by using middle term break method, because if we multiply this one by coefficient of x square, which is also 1 ones are 1, so we don't have two numbers which have a product as 1 and which have a addition or subtraction as 5. Therefore we have only one option over here for this question, which is called a quadratic formula. What is quadratic formula? X is equals to minus b plus minus b square minus 4ac root over 2a. First we have to write a, b and c. What is a? A is the coefficient of x square. In this question there is no coefficient of x square. If there is nothing, then 1. B, the coefficient of x, which is 5. C, the constant means without x, which is minus 1. You must include minus sign if you see in the question. Okay, don't forget to put minus sign, otherwise your answer 100% wrong. Now put all a, b and c value in the formula. X is equals to minus b, b is 5, plus minus b square, 5 square minus 4a is 1, c is minus 1, root over 2 ones are 2. X is equals to minus 5 plus minus 5 square is 25, minus minus plus 4 ones are 4, 4 ones are 4 upon 2 ones are 2, minus 5 plus minus 25 plus 4 is what? 29 upon 2. Therefore our answer is minus 5 plus minus 29. Square root of 29 is not possible without calculator. So this is just our answer, minus 5 plus minus 29 root upon 2. But in the given question there is no option which is equals to minus 5 plus minus square root of 29 over 2. Therefore the option D is correct, none of this. A option is not this, B option is not related to this, C option is not same as we get our answer. So the last option is D, none of these. Hope you understand. Now C 27, MCQ number 27. The polynomial x minus a is a factor of the polynomial fx if and only if dash. Student, what is the meaning of factor? Factor means, for example, if we divide 8 by 2, what is the answer? 2 4s are 8. 8 minus 8 is 0. So if remainder is 0, then we have to say that 2 is a factor of 8. Okay, this is the meaning of factor. You call factor or you say completely divisible by. Both are same. For example, if we have 9 and we are dividing by 2, so 2 4s are 8, 9 minus 8 is 1. In this case, remainder is 1. Therefore, for this case, 2 is not a factor of 9. So if the polynomial x minus a is a factor of the polynomial fx, if and only if the remainder is 0. Remainder is 0 means f of a is 0, because remainder 0 means it completely divisible by. So factor or completely divisible by, both are same. Hope you get the answer and understand this question number 7. So the correct option is C, f of a is equals to 0. Now C 28. If omega is complex cube root of unity, then omega to the power 37 is what? Students, you know omega cube is equals to 1. So try to convert this number omega to the power 37 into omega cube and something power like this. If I write omega cube to the power 12, power to the power is always multiply. This is indices rule. 3 12s are 36, but we need 37, so that we should multiply by omega. So 12 3 is at 36, 36 plus 1 is 37. Now you know omega to the power cube is 1, put 1 over here, 1 to the power 12 is omega 1, 1 to the power something is always 1, therefore 1 multiplied by omega is omega. Hence the correct option is option D, omega. Okay students, next 29. Z plus Z conjugate. Z stands for complex number. So Z addition of Z and its conjugate is always a real number. How? Suppose we have a complex number Z, 2 plus 3 iota. Therefore, its conjugate is 2 minus 3 iota. Just put minus sign with iota term. If you add these two, 2 plus 2 is 4, minus 3 iota plus 3 iota is 0. And this is 4, and 4 means real. Real means without iota. Hence, the correct option of 29 is A, real number. Hope you understand. MCQ number 30. The set of all rational number between 1 and 2. If I ask you how many numbers between 1 and 2, someone says, sir, between 1 and 2 there is a number 1.5. He or she is right. But someone says, sir, before 1.5 there is another number which is 1.4, and after 1.5 there is another number which is 1.6. But some more intelligent student says, sir, after 1 there is a number 1.01 and 1.02 and so on. And someone says after 1 1.001 and so on. So can we count all the numbers between 1 and 2? The answer is no. Therefore, the set of all rational number between 1 and 2 is an infinite set, option D, because we are unable to count how many rational numbers between 1 and 2. Okay. So this is MCQ number 30. See MCQ number 31. 0.0001 square root. First we have to evaluate the answer. If I multiply this number by 10,000 divided by 10,000, so that our question remains balanced. Divide by 10,000, divide by 10,000 and multiply by 10,000. Now, if you multiply 10,000 by 0.0001, you will get 1, obviously. Divide by, now your answer is 1 upon 10,000, this becomes 1 upon 10,000. Now, square root of 1 is 1 and the square root of 10,000 is 100, because 100 by 100 is 10,000, and 1 upon 100 is 0.01. Therefore, the square root of 0.0001 is 0.01, and the question is 0.001 is square root is what? Obviously, this is a rational number. Therefore, the correct option is C, a rational number. Hope you understand. C, part number 32. Factorization of a square plus b square is what? This is very easy. Whenever you see some polynomials or some numbers which cannot be factorized directly with the help of formula. So what we have to do so that it becomes factorizable, it becomes, the factorization is possible. Okay, so a square plus b square is nothing, but if I write a square minus b square iota square, is this one and this one is same? Yes, 100% same, because we must know the property of a complex number is iota square is minus 1. So iota square is minus 1, minus minus plus. Now this can be easily factorized. If I write this a is a square, and if I write this b is b iota square. Now from lower classes we learned a formula, a square minus b square is equals to a minus b into a plus b. So a minus b iota into a plus b iota. This is our final answer. Therefore, the factorization of a square plus b square is option C, a minus b iota, a plus b iota. Hope you understand. MCQ number 33. 33 is, if a and b are real number, then a plus b is a real number. A and b belongs to real number, and a plus b is also belongs to real number. This law is called what? You know, students, if we have two real number, according to the real number property, the sum of two real number is also a real number. What is real number? Any number without iota is called a real number. A whole number is a real number, an integer is a real number, a rational number is a real number, a prime number is a real number. So if we have two numbers which belongs to a real number, so their sum is also belongs a real number. This property is called closed property of real number. So the answer is option A, closure law. If a and b are real number, then a plus b is a real number. This law is called a closure law. Answer is closure law. Closure means if we add or subtract something and if we get again the same number. For example, if we have two numbers, for example 3 and 7, is 3 a real number? Yes. Is 7 a real number? Yes. It means both numbers are belongs to a real number. If we add 3 plus 7, 3 plus 7 is what? 10. So 10 is also belongs to a real number. Therefore this property is called a closed property, or you call this law is called a closure law. So the answer is closure law, option number A. Hope you understand. 34. Polar form of complex number. Student, complex number represented by za plus b iota. But there is another representation of a complex number which is called a polar form. Polar form is, complex number is r cos theta plus iota sin theta. You must keep in your mind this formula. This is called the polar form and this is called the normal form of complex number. So the correct option is option number C, r cos theta plus iota sin theta. The last MCQs of today's class, 35. Which of the following is an expression for minus 64 plus minus 36? If you see the negative sign under the square root, so this negative sign, we have to take this sign outside the root. If we take the negative sign from outside the root, it becomes iota. So this 64, what is the square root of 64? 8. And what is the square root of minus 1? Iota. Similarly, plus, what is the square root of 36? 6. And what is the square root of minus 1? Iota. So the answer is 8i plus 6 iota is 14 iota, or you can write 0 plus 14 iota, and the correct option is option number D, 0 plus 14 iota. So student, this is our today's class where we cover some chapters from your course, like chapters of matrices and sets and roots of the equation and factorization and some properties of sets. And inshallah in next lecture we will do some more MCQs, not 15 MCQs. Inshallah I'll try to give you a class for 50 MCQs. Okay students, if you feel any difficulty, kindly write in comment box. Definitely I will help you. And a request from my side to you is kindly subscribe my channel and press the bell icon button, so that whenever I upload the video you will get the notification. Okay students, see you in next class. Allah Hafiz.